this hour on VTV News. Vietnam and Japan are comprehensive strategic partners for peace and prosperity. Later, pride and patriotism sweep through Ho Chi Minh City streets.
Broadcasting from Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam. VTV News starts right now.
Good morning. It is now 8 a.m. local time in Hanoi, and you're watching VTV News. I'm dealing with the latest updates. Vietnam is one, the Vietnamese people are one, is the title of an article by Party General Secretary Tô Lâm commemorating the 50th anniversary of the liberation of the South and national reunification. In the article, the party chief cited President Ho Chi Minh's timeless words, "Vietnam is one, the Vietnamese people are one. Rivers may run dry, mountains may erode, but this truth shall never change." Half a century later, this principle continues to unite Vietnamese people worldwide, inspiring pride and deep love for their homeland.
The victory of April 30th, 1975, crystallized from the ideals and iron will of a nation that would never be subdued, forged through the blood and sacrifice of millions of Vietnamese people, their love of homeland, and their unwavering determination to achieve victory. Though the war left no land in Vietnam untouched by pain and no family unscathed by loss, and while the country still grapples with its consequences today, compassion and forgiveness have enabled the nation to heal and advance with unity and strength. National reconciliation has always been a strategic priority for the party and state, a pillar of unity. Today, Vietnam and the United States, once enemies, have become comprehensive strategic partners. The Vietnamese people have no reason to harbor hatred, division, or separation in their hearts. 50 years ago, the Vietnamese people wrote a brilliant epic, a symphony of will, determination, unity, and peace. Half a century later, they continue to compose a new epic, a symphony of innovation, integration, development, and the powerful will to rise in the 21st century. More than anyone, today's generation understands that independence and reunification were not an end, but rather the beginning of a new journey. More than ever, it is vital for Vietnam to build a self-reliant, resilient economy, a modern, comprehensive system of national defense and security involving the whole population. An elite, streamlined, efficient, and effective political system, and a developed, united, cultured, and humane society. Vietnam must not fall behind, miss opportunities, or repeat past mistakes. National interests must take precedence. Long-term vision must outweigh short-term gains. The country must protect its sovereignty and maintain peace while pursuing reform, building a socialist rule of law state, and developing a modern, market-oriented economy under the party's leadership.
Now, Party General Secretary Tô Lâm received Chairman of the Liberal Democratic Party and Prime Minister of Japan, Shigeru, on Sunday during his official visit to Vietnam. The Vietnamese party chief stated that the visit marks a new development stage in the comprehensive strategic partnership, highlighting Vietnam's consistent foreign policy and Japan's position as a long-term strategic partner. Prime Minister Ishiba congratulated Vietnam on its socio-economic achievements and administrative reforms under Party General Secretary Tô Lâm leadership. He re-emphasized that Vietnam is an indispensable partner, pledging continued support for Vietnam's development goals and close coordination to advance the partnership. During the meeting, Party General Secretary Tô Lâm proposed 7 key directions to strengthen ties, focusing on enhancing political trust, security and defense cooperation, economic collaboration in science and technology, and encouraging Japan's active participation in infrastructure projects through new generation ODA. Moving on to other important updates, National Assembly Chairman Trần Thanh Mẫn attended and addressed a ceremony in the Mekong Delta city of Cần Thơ on April the 26th, marking the 50th anniversary of the liberation of the South and national reunification. In his remarks, the top legislator recalled how 5 decades ago, under the party's leadership, Cần Thơ military and people launched simultaneous offensives and uprisings, successfully seizing power on April 30th, 1975. These achievements contributed significantly to the Great Spring victory of 1975. Pleased with Cần Thơ progress, he urged the city to promptly and effectively implement the party's and government policies, along with the National Assembly's laws and resolutions on administrative reorganizations, while pursuing a strong economic growth. He emphasized the importance of balancing economic development with cultural and social advancement, healthcare improvements, tourism growth, international cooperation, and investments in education and training to develop a high-skilled workforce. Now, also on the occasion of the 50th anniversary of the liberation of the South and national unification, National Assembly Chairman Trần Thanh Mẫn and his delegation visited Quảng Trị Province to offer incense and commemorate the heroic martyrs. The top legislator expressed profound gratitude and deep respect to the fallen heroes who gave their youth, fought courageously, and sacrificed their lives for the nation's independence, freedom, and the people's happiness. The Trường Sơn National Martyrs Cemetery serves as the final resting place for more than 10,000 martyrs who sacrificed their lives on the Ho Chi Minh Trail during the resistance war against the U.S. Meanwhile, the National Martyrs Cemetery Road 9 honors nearly 11,000 martyrs who fought and served on Road 9 and in Laos during the resistance war, and those who sacrificed their lives in building and defending the country. Welcome back to VTV News. The 50th anniversary of the liberation of the South and national reunification has sparked a strong national sentiment across the country. Although not everyone could attend the celebrations in Ho Chi Minh City, many expressed deep pride in being Vietnamese and viewed the event as a significant reflection of national unity and patriotism. In the following story, we captured the atmosphere in Ho Chi Minh City during the parade's final rehearsal.
Vietnam's glory, like an anthem, echoes the passion of young people who stayed up all night for the love of their country. They lit up the night with patriotism, excited and proud. Just hearing Vietnam was enough to push them through any fatigue or waiting.
To be part of this atmosphere, it's all worth it. I haven't slept in 2 nights.
The 50th anniversary of reunification is a truly meaningful time to show our love for Vietnam.
Cheers erupted as helicopters and fighter jets soared through the hard-won peaceful skies. On the ground at the Lê Lợi Nam Kỳ Khởi Nghĩa intersection, crowds embraced the parade with enthusiasm. Young people, in this moment, feel a renewed sense of national pride. And for veterans like Hiệp, it brings back powerful memories.
I'm so proud to have been one of Uncle Ho's soldiers. I hope the younger generation will continue to carry out the mission entrusted by the party, the state, and the people.
50 years have passed, much has changed, but one thing remains, the unshakable patriotism of the Vietnamese people. Forever a united, strong, and peace-loving nation.
When Vietnam reunified, its per capita GDP was just $80. The country emerged from war with depleted capital and ruined infrastructure. But 50 years later, Vietnam's economy has undergone a dramatic transformation. By 2024, per capita GDP reached $4,700, 59 times higher than before. Vietnam has evolved from a closed economy into a magnet for global investors and a crucial link in international supply chains. Though half a century represents just a brief moment in history, it powerfully demonstrates the Vietnamese people's resilience and ambition.
At the Thống Nhất Bicycle Company in the 2000s, the then director Đỗ Thị Nga recalled how it took 40 minutes to make a single wheel by hand. Today, the clanging of hammers has been replaced by automated systems that complete the same task in just over 40 seconds.
This is a big step forward for the bicycle manufacturing industry specifically and for the country's overall push toward modern technology.
The push to diversify ownership models has empowered the non-state sector to become a major driver of growth. The private sector alone contributes over 51% of GDP and employs more than 40 million people. Alongside state and FDI enterprises, private firms are developing in a more strategic and selective manner.
From better infrastructure to attractive incentive policies for investors, Vietnam has made an impressive progress in the high-tech sector and shows a lot of promises for the future.
From sudden economic shifts to nationwide growth, the party's consistent strategic direction has been crucial. Now, Party General Secretary Tô Lâm has set out a new vision for Vietnam's development, one of national advancement and transformation.
As the party chief has emphasized, we need to create a business environment that supports competitiveness on a national level. That's the only way we can bring in the kind of large-scale investment that's really needed.
Vietnam is entering a new phase of growth, and I believe this is a crucial time for the country to rise and truly take off.
With 50 years of reform and international integration behind it, Vietnam now stands at a pivotal point. The goal of reaching $5,000 per capita income this year reflects a confident, dynamic, and forward-looking Vietnam. The road ahead is challenging, but with political will and collective efforts, Vietnam is advancing steadily toward becoming a developed nation with global standing and distinct identity.
The first direct flights from Tashkent, Uzbekistan landed in Da Nang on Sunday, marking the city's 19th international direct route. The Centrum Airways flight carried more than 180 tourists to Da Nang. The service will initially operate once weekly, with plans to increase to twice weekly flights from June this year. And as usual, let's take a look at the weather forecast. And that's the end of VTV News. To rewatch our program, you can download VTVgo from App Store or Google Play, or visit our YouTube channel at VTV4Go. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again at 3 p.m. local time.